In the year 2014, a new squad of operatives was chosen by the College of Illusion. These fools promptly went on to frustrate their DM at every opportunity. Today, still working together, because really, who else would work with them? They survive as adventurers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the Second Breakfast Club.
Tony Kinney as Eddie Falzone.
Jess Owen as Adira Glow.
Michael Cole as Uorag.
Jesse Wicks as Bill Quiverlance.
Nico Rodriguez as your DM.
Welcome back to the continuing tales of A Fool's Quest.
Where last we left our heroes, they had entered the sewers. They had given old Percy a chance to look up from the sewer grates from time to time, each one, with the exception of Bill, allowing Percy to scout out where they were at. A couple of poor rolls put them a little off the beaten path to the library where they're currently going.
It's not a good groundhog.
And they had to backtrack a little bit. Unfortunately, whilst backtracking, they came across an evil entity that had many forms. And they fought both the crocodile from the sewers, the toxic adventurer, and then finished with Pennywise, the giant arachnid clown that left poor Adira dying.
Floating in the gray.
Yeah, floating in the gray. There you go, Bill. You don't even have to name this episode now. It's just floating in the gray.
We all float down here.
Not all of us.
Down here.
Joke's on you. I'm going to name the last episode that. And you're all going to be confused.
What's it mean?
Why is Thor crying? Sorry.
All right, so Adira, that means we have a special move we have to do, right?
Yes.
What is our special move?
The upper hand. You take +1 ongoing to last breath rolls. When you take your last breath on a 7 to 9, which I got an 11, overachiever, you make an offer to death in return for your life. If death accepts, he will return you to life. If not, you die. Nothing on a 10+.
All right, so you have to make a last breath roll, and you got a what?
An 11.
All right, so on an 11, you cheat death. You're in a bad spot, but you're still alive. Eddie, Bill, you run over to Adira to help lift her from the water. She coughs out the gray, disgusting sewer water right onto Bill's shirt, which you're already covered in the gray as well, considering you were tussling with a crocodile down there. And her arm looks severed. Like the muscles in her right shoulder have just been ripped to shreds. And this is how you find her.
What you got for that one, Bill?
She's unconscious right now.
Nothing right now. She can't hear me.
Wake her up, sing her a song.
Absolutely not. What the fuck? She's going to blame me. It's not even my fault, I think.
I'm going to go find Percy under the sludge and yank him up by his collar. Because I assume he's still under the sludge, like hiding out.
Oh, yeah.
Hold his breath or whatever. He's got a little snorkel.
He's got a straw.
That's it. I'm just going to plug the snorkel until he comes up. I'm going to pull him up by his collars. Percy, you got to get us to that library quick. And then I'm going to cast Tensor's Floating Disc because I prepared that today. And that is a 9 on the cast.
All right.
So I suppose I will take a -1 ongoing.
Okay.
And then, Bill, help me get her up on here. I assume we can see it because of the sludge.
Yeah, you can definitely
We'll drag her up on the disc and have that to haul her along. Not that she's big anyway.
All right.
Should probably grab her
Grab the axes.
The other axe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her arm's still attached, but you can see not by much. It's by
Death grip.
it's attached by the skin. All right. So you get her on the floating disc. You grab her weapons and her pack, and you put it all on the floating disc.
The weapons are probably hot.
Yeah.
They were on fire.
And, they fell in the gray water, so. And you start heading off. He takes you the rest of the way. He leads you down the sewer. You wade through the water, and he leads you up to the point where he was able to see the last time he poked his head above, out into the city, and leads you up this stairwell that opens up into the basement of a library. So he climbs up first, opens it, climbs into the room, relights the torch, a torch from his pack, and looks around and quietly waves you up the stairs to follow him. He's putting his hands down to try and help pull up Adira if you want to push her up.
All right. We'll, push her up while he's, helping from the top. Get up there, and I'm going to send him, listen, Percy, you know your way around a little better than we do. We got to tend to these wounds. I need you to go as quick as you can get bandages and clean water.
I have some.
I know, Percy needs to go get more. And clean water. Boil the water.
All right.
And come straight back with it, okay?
Don't boil the water in the library.
Boil the water.
Not in the library.
Anywhere. But boil it before you bring it back.
You just hear Adira mumbling in her sleep. Don't boil the water.
Fever dream. Double.
All right, so he takes off to go do that.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Adira.
All right.
Hold the arm in place.
That's a 7.
What do you want? What are your options?
Forget it. Another -1 ongoing. Or draw attention. So I think I'm gonna take -2 ongoing.
Wow, that's not what I thought you were gonna choose.
So that heals 5 hit points.
Okay. Adira, your arm the muscles start to regrow and stitch themselves back together, and
And I'm gonna cast it again.
Okay.
9. This time I'm gonna forget it.
Okay.
That's 8 hit points.
You come back to consciousness just as you feel your arm fully piecing itself back together. There's a soreness in your shoulder, and you find yourself laying on the floor covered in disgusting filth. And
as she starts to wake up, I'm gonna clap my gongs together.
That was amazing, Adira. I think you passed out from all the exertion. You killed the shit out of that. And with not a scratch to show.
remember, she's poisoned as well right now. There's poison coursing through her veins.
Killed the shit of what? What?
So it's a 9. So that's whatever you want to do with that.
Oh, yeah.
But that'll be 7 hit points of healing. And you don't have an enchantment on your mind. So the next time somebody successfully helps you with aid, you get +2 instead of +1, I guess. Because you don't really need damage ongoing, so that's what I have.
You guys have potions, antitoxins, anything like that?
I don't.
Did we use our last antitoxin?
I don't know. That's what I was going to
I don't know if we do.
Yeah, I still have an antitoxin.
I think we had 1 left.
And 1 left. Yeah. So I'm going to give that to Adira. Here, drink this.
Just as Adira is finishing drinking the antitoxin, you hear footsteps, and some young woman pokes her head around the corner, and she's like, "What are you doing here? What's going on here?
Face.
Who are you?
I'm gonna turn around. What do you think is going on here?
You're not allowed to be here."
Obviously.
She starts to turn around and Guards!
Who do you
I'm
think we
with
are?
the guards. As soon as she turns her back, I'm gonna best vest.
Okay.
And change it to a guard's uniform.
Like one of the soldiers that you saw on the road?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm covered in stuff, so I assume that she'll just think I was dirty. Is the plan.
It's a good gaslighter.
It's a 6.
Oh,
So
no.
that's on my best vest. I don't know.
That's not the best.
It's gonna be the wrong soldier.
You're for the other side.
It is now, because I think that's hilarious.
You just put on an evoker uniform.
Oh, no. You put on an abjurer uniform.
Oh, yeah, because the evokers
The evokers took over. right, so you start calling to her, and she's still calling to the guards. She's like, guards! She hears you. She turns back around.
So, real quick, she looks like a librarian?
Yeah.
Like she worked here for a while, not like,
I mean, she just looks like she has a...
So my assumption, though, would be that if she's a librarian, she's been here since before Evokers took over. I'm going to try and go with that. I'm just going to look at her and be like, listen, keep your voice down. If you ever want to not work for the Evokers again, do you want to get blown up?
No, I don't want to be blown up.
I'm going to tell him you helped me.
Why would you do that? That's not true.
Well, then stop fucking calling for him and it won't be a problem.
Let me see if anyone heard. No? All right. All right, make a roll, not diplomacy, charisma. Yeah, whatever the charisma roll is here. Can never remember the things.
Parlay.
That's a 14.
Parlay. Yeah, parlay.
That's a 14.
Wow. So she doesn't even need reassurances. She's just like, oh, are you really here to help us?
Look, yeah, obviously we didn't crawl through the sewers to get here to not help. But listen, is there like some towel somewhere and maybe something I can put on? I should not have worn this, obviously.
We've got robes in the other room. Down the hallway.
Yeah, could you show me the room, or is it safe for me to get there? Or could you grab me the rope, something?
Why don't you stay here and I'll go get them. I'll bring them right back.
That sounds like a great idea that you had, for sure.
Oh. I mean, okay. So she goes down the hallway, gets 4 robes and brings them back to you.
Thank you. So, what's your name?
Abigail?
I appreciate that, Lisa. No, I'm just dick for you.
Lisa?
Okay. No, I'm kidding. Thank you so much. Listen, while we're here, there is a specific book I'm looking for. Could you help me? Do you have? Where would you keep books on, like, I don't know, magical swords that are like historical magical swords?
Like known, for sure, or mythological?
Both.
Well, there's 2 different floors. So on the 4th floor, you're going to have your fiction, which is going to have like mythological stuff. And on the 3rd floor, we've got historical, where we believe there's proof. So it's more like histories.
Perfect.
Nonfiction.
Perfect. I will find the book I need. And also, could you point me in the direction of there's a room with cursed items here, is what the commander said.
Oh, you're already on the right floor. We keep that in the basement.
Okay. Perfect. Well, we'll get around to that. Abigail, listen, I don't want you to get caught up in this, though, so please go somewhere and you never saw us.
Okay. Here, I brought this too. This is one of the skeleton keys. It will unlock the doors from the hallways from the stairwell. Any of the libraries have them. You can use mine.
This is
just leave it here when you leave, so I can get it back tomorrow.
Absolutely, I will make sure I do that. And like I said, you make sure you're far away from here, so that if we do get caught, nobody can link you to us.
Yeah, I feel like I'm catching a cold.
Yeah, for sure. All right, you have a great day, Abigail. Thank you so much for all your help. Eddie, you want to go check on the cursed item?
Yeah, let's go check that out.
As soon as we're out of earshot, I'm just going, I can't believe that fucking worked.
That was a great job.
Me neither.
What the? They need better security.
Oh, she's just a librarian.
Oh, why did the best fail me? Now I'm just walking around in enemy uniform under this. I gotta wait till tomorrow to change.
That's confidence right there.
Okay, so you guys go wander around looking for the cursed item chamber.
You want to look at the cursed room first, or the books first, or what do we want to?
Again, you can see where the stairwell is just from the hallway. There's a light and a sign that says stairwell, and you can see that the key that you have is just a key that is shaped like a skeleton, like a human skeleton. And it's just a magic key. So you just touch it to the lock and it unlocks it because they're abjurers here. And so you could go to the stairwell to go up to the 3rd or 4th floor, depending on whether you're looking for fiction or nonfiction. Or you could search around the basement and look for the cursed items.
I mean, we're already right here.
Yeah, let's try and get what we need from here, and then we'll go up. And I think we're probably looking in the non-fiction for.
Yeah,
What
it's
is
closer
his
anyway.
Kilo's sword?
Yeah.
We'll check there first, and then if we gotta go up another flight, we go up another flight. Yeah, I'm gonna head down the hallway away from the stairwell and start peeking in rooms.
Okay. So you wander around peeking in rooms, and eventually you do find the cursed chamber, cursed room, and it is locked. You know, you try to touch it, but the door's locked. But yeah, you find it.
Hey, she said that was a skeleton key.
She did.
See if it opens up.
All right. I'm gonna tap it.
And the door unlocks. You can hear a click.
Cool. I'm gonna open it up.
You open it up, and you see 10 pedestals with different magic items on each one.
What's on the first one?
On the first one, you find a jester's hat.
Are there any like plaques or anything on any of them?
Information plaques. Is this like a museum?
It is like a museum. Yeah. So do you want to go through and...
Read each item.
Put them
I
on.
don't know about a jester's hat.
Just run around the room and put them all
This
on.
is gonna like have an impact on my place. of
Touch 'em
power.
all.
A jester's hat.
Is there any signs where it says
What's
no
the
touching?
next item?
All right, so here are all the items that you can see without reading the plaques. There's a jester's hat. There's some boots. There's a fork. There's a cloak. Some gloves. A big gaudy hat that's like, you know, one of those giant ones that people wear, like sun hats.
To the derby.
There's a belt, a ring, a sword, and an amulet. And there are little placards on each pedestal.
I'm kind of hungry, so I want to read the fork.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking of the fork too. Wish there was a bottle.
So you make your way over to the fork. You look at the plaque. It says, "The indestructible fork. This fork can never be broken nor lost, but it constantly attracts food to itself. You will find that no matter how much you clean, it is always covered in an unappetizing mixture of condiments and crumbs."
Gross.
That seems perfect for your place of power.
It kind of does.
Go with your perpetually stained shirt.
Yeah, just leave it in the sink.
Yeah. It's like a trophy.
Bill, you noticed that there were a couple pieces of corn that got flown from your shirt and attached to the fork as you got near it.
Oh. No, it's not food. It's not food anymore.
I mean,
Yeah, kind of.
Just because it got digested once.
It's not food anymore. It was food. It's not anymore.
if you rinse it off,
Nope. Shut up.
You know what? Let's look at that cloak.
The corn looks like
Okay,
it's
so Bill
speckled
wants
in
the fork.
with poop.
You walk over to the cloak.
Yeah.
It is the Cloak of Misplacement. This cloak causes your possessions to randomly disappear and reappear in strange places. One moment, your sword might be in your hand, and the next, it's hanging from a nearby tree. The cloak also has a habit of being slightly too short or too long for its wearer.
That's hilarious
That's great.
and inconvenient.
I'm thinking
Possibility.
we have gifts for like the
Boots.
next 5-6 parties.
we should take that and give it to Kilo.
Let's
he loves
hear about
cursed
the
items.
Boo.
Boots. Boots of Eternal Dance. These boots force you to dance whenever you move. You must perform a dance routine every time you take a step. Not doing so means you automatically fail any kind of save that requires dexterity.
So you got to moonwalk out of the way of a fireball.
Exactly.
What's the hat?
The jester's hat or the wide brim hat?
The wide brim
The
hat.
wide brim hat.
This hat is the hat of perpetual rain. This hat causes a light but incessant drizzle to fall on you no matter where you are. The rain never soaks through, but it does make everything you wear perpetually damp, and your hair is bedraggled.
I'm gonna put it on and hold the flaps down so that it rinses the shit off me.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Okay?
Now you can't take it off.
Now you can't take it off.
It's a cursed item.
And you have to wear it all day.
Forever.
This is.
I mean, luckily we're in the Abjuration Nation.
This is
Can't be too
unfortunate.
hard
I'll
to
have to.
Wow.
Oh, this
There's
is
no
already
best
by the
vesting.
Abjurers. They couldn't decurse these items.
But they could maybe get it off his head. I mean, how
yeah.
else do they know what it did?
Yeah, that's true.
Did the last guy
Decapitated the last
die?
guy.
I don't know if you remember, but Percy was one of the award-winning decursors
Yeah.
of the Abjuration Nation. There's a contest every year.
Yeah.
Hey, Percy, how do I get this off?
He's not here.
Oh.
You left him. You told him to go away, and then you guys left.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He'll probably meet us down there. It's
You knew
fine.
the agenda, right?
That was a baffling decision we made.
We don't think of the consequences.
So you turn to say, "Hey, Percy, how do I?"
God,
And
we're
you
horrible.
all notice.
We're on the
is
same
he?
floor. We're not far. He knows what we're looking for.
And actually, where's
It's
Valley?
just that's we're just habits.
She's not with
It's
us
like muscle
anymore.
memory. We just forget
Tell me about the
whatever's-
ring.
This ring is the ring of overcompensation. The ring causes you to dramatically overreact to minor events. If someone makes a simple request or comment, you will respond with a long-winded, overly dramatic monologue about how their request has changed your life forever.
I thought it would just give me a giant truck.
Four-wheel drive. A Hemi.
How about the belt?
The Belt of Spontaneous Growth. You read this placard and it says, when you wear this belt, your hair, nails, and beard, if applicable, grow uncontrollably. Every 10 minutes, they grow by 1 foot. Trimming them requires a dexterity check with a knife or scissors.
A foot in 10 minutes.
Do not
Gross.
recommend this one.
No.
The
What about
jester hat?
the Chester hat, I guess.
All right, back to the Jester
Maybe
hat.
that
The
is.
Jester
That
hat
sounds
gives
fun.
you disadvantage on all charisma checks. Additionally, whenever you try to be serious, it spontaneously plays a random comedic sound effect. Perfect for a jester trying to maintain their dignity. If a comedic sound effect is not fit for the situation, instead a laugh track will appear.
That sounds perfect.
I feel like it's the fork. Or else
The sword?
Yeah, sword.
There was also gloves and the sword and an amulet.
Yeah.
All right, so you go over to the sword. The sword squeaks. It's the sword of squeaks. The sword squeaks loudly every time it is swung, like a toy squeaker. While the sound isn't particularly harmful, it's incredibly distracting and might give away your position in stealth situations. Also, if there are any animals that enjoy the sound of squeaky items, such as dogs, wolves, or owl bears,
Gonna
they may
accidentally
attack.
Who knew?
By the way,
All right. the
owl
gloves.
bears love squeaky toys.
Okay, that's canon.
That's canon.
Eek.
Amulet.
Maybe I got a milk bowl.
The Amulet of Bad Luck, or the Unfortunate Amulet of Bad Luck. This amulet causes minor inconveniences to occur to you at the worst possible time. You might accidentally step in mud, trip over nothing at all, or spill ink on an important document. It doesn't cause serious harm, but will make daily life a series of frustrating and misfortunate events.
I don't want that.
A series of unfortunate events.
the last thing, the gloves,
Lemony
right?
Snickets.
The gloves of unfortunate smells. The gloves emit a random, pungent odor every hour. The smell might be anything from rotten flesh to skunk spray. Anyone who approaches you must succeed on a Constitution save or be overwhelmed by the stench.
There we go.
That'll match that cloak.
I think I'm gonna steal those gloves. since I need a cursed item. That seems manageable.
So you steal the gloves?
Yeah.
Do you put them on or just put them in your pack? Okay. Okay. So you take the gloves. Bill's wearing the hat. You're getting cleaner.
I'm so torn. This is the correct and incorrect decision.
This little storm cloud hanging over your head.
Anybody else taking anything else?
What do we need to take an item? Is there a reason why we're taking items,
good.
or are we just?
Oh wait.
Whoa.
Kilo loves cursed items. We should get him one as a prank.
I like the boots.
Get him the ring of Obra compensation.
Well,
Or the belt.
Tell him it's a belt of growth, and then he'll just think it gives him a giant truck.
Or we get him to try on the jester's hat, and then we try and talk him into stuff, and he'll suck at making charisma checks to stop us.
Here, take that, Mr. Popularity.
You know?
Sabotage.
Why are we trying to curse our nominal ally?
Yeah.
We
This
probably
guy's done nothing to you.
No, I
pretty
was mostly just bringing it up because when we talked to him, he specifically wanted to know about
Suspiciously
cursed
nice.
items.
He's just suspiciously perfect.
It's like a thing that he was into, so I don't know.
We'll bring him the fork.
you'll never go hungry.
The indestructible fork.
All right. So pocket the fork.
You pocket the fork.
You
I have to
pocket the fork.
I'm not touching that fork.
Yeah, how are you pocketing the fork? Do you pick it up with your hand?
I don't pick it up.
I'm gonna lean my hat over it and let it rinse it off first. It'll get dirty again, but immediately.
Yeah, but if you pick it up, hold on. I'm going to stop him because I feel like it's good karma. If you touch that fork, I mean,
That's your fork,
yeah,
We can't put it down if I touch it. Is that the rule?
probably.
that's probably the fork
Can-
you'll pick up
can you
every
take
time
the
you pick
hat
up a
off?
fork.
What'd you learn from the hat?
Let's leave the fork alone. You're welcome.
Why don't you just tensor's disc it into a bag?
I can just see we all turn around to leave this
Adira, I
room.
need
And
the
Percy's
disc
sitting there
back.
like,
Could you hop up?
what are you doing?
I was
I
just
assume
chilling.
Adira's still
She's
riding
just
that
been riding around it all, eating grapes.
Not quite back up to full health. I mean,
Just out there
still got
exercising
like
your
6
shoulders.
points to go.
It's got a little click.
Oh, did you hurt yourself when you fell down?
Really, really sore.
Oh yeah, you can. Your shoulder's feeling sore, especially from the thunderstorm that's over Bill right now. The weather is really
Damn it.
causing it to ache.
Bill.
Would you?
Got that Arthur
Doesn't
going.
need more reason.
She's gonna kill you in your sleep.
All right, let's leave the rest of the dangerously cursed items alone.
Oh, yeah.
I think let's go up and look for information on
Yeah, so we'll go up to the non-fiction
Evo
section.
peace.
Did Abigail said she brought us some robes? Yeah,
Yeah, you're wearing them. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Or if you want to be. But
like
yeah,
librarian type robes.
Yep.
Yeah.
It clashes
Take
with my
my
hat.
trench coat off and I put the robes on and then I put my coat back on over it.
Could I get an illusion of some little glasses?
I make him a spectacle or a monocle.
A monocle. All right.
Thank you.
Walking around with an illusory monocle
It's classy.
and missing half your ear.
Yes.
That's why you can't wear full glasses. There's
fair.
nothing to put the other arm on.
They're lopsided.
Off to nonfiction land.
Our heroes will return after these messages. Hey there, it's Nico again. If you'd like to skip the ads next time, as well as support our show, you should check out our Patreon. All levels get ad-free listening, where you get to skip all the commercials, and then there are a bunch of other features, depending on what tier you go with. Check out the link at www.afoolsquest.com. And now that the commercials are out of the way, it's time to dive back into the foolishness.
Off to nonfiction land.
So yeah, the historical section, and then I'm gonna look through and try and. You said that the Kilo sword was like jogging a memory of something, so I'll kind of look through whatever feels right, I guess. Whatever seems like it might match the description of the type of sword he has or the maker or whatever.
Do you remember what it looks like?
No, but I'm sure you can describe in detail.
So you already made a roll earlier in this campaign, and I told you that you would be able to find a book that would spark that memory for you, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to find it here, but what we need to find out is how long is it going to take you? So what ability is it that you use for that?
That was my bardic lore.
Is there a roll with that? If not, we're going to use a spout lore, and that will determine the amount of time.
No, there's not a roll with it.
All right. So let's do, I believe, what is that, a wisdom roll?
It's just...
For spout lore.
Oh, for spout lore?
I think it's intelligence.
Roll plus intelligence.
Okay. All right. So roll an intelligence roll, and we will see how long it takes you to find the books.
It's a 3.
A 3. Did you get it? Did you get it nat 2? Or?
No, it was a 3. No,
Okay.
I have no intelligence.
Okay, okay.
I put the hat on. I'm not smart.
That seems like
I
wisdom.
mean, you in hats, I can kind of see it.
So you make your way upstairs. You run into Percy in the stairwell, or at the stairwell. He was waiting for you there. And he was like, "Oh, so glad you guys didn't move on without me."
Oh, yeah, you didn't come back with the water. We had to make do. Adira's all right. Thanks.
Here's a bandage. I soaked it in water.
Yeah, great.
Hey,
We can just
speaking
give
of
it
water, how do I get this off?
The hat?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
cursed. It's kind of stuck. You think you could help
How
him?
did you get a cursed hat?
Well, see, somebody thought that they were really funny, and they put it on the door, so when you opened the door, it fell on your head.
That sounds terrible.
It wasn't great.
It's downright conniving.
Let me see what I can do. He's gonna try and cast remove curse.
You might accidentally remove your head.
That is a 6.
Oh, no.
So he... Dear abjuration gods, please help me remove the curse from Bill's head. It is on a hat that is raining. Please come off, hat. There you go, Bill. That ought to do it.
It didn't.
You gotta take it off now.
Try and take my hat off.
It doesn't work. Oh, no. I forgot the spell now. We're gonna have to try tomorrow.
I was pretty sure I'd never heard a spell that began with deer.
It's just...
I'm one of the best decursors in the country.
I hate this country so much.
Yeah, this country?
It's just nothing but sewer monsters and cursed hats and homeless people. Can't be
It's
here.
always wet.
All right.
Doesn't look good in the brochure.
Hasn't stopped raining once.
It's just been nothing but a and then that Abigail lady was so rude to us for no reason.
Oh, you met Abigail.
Oh, yeah, she got us these robes.
She's pretty nice.
Yeah, she was all right.
I
Did
look
she
nice.
give you bandages?
No, but she gave us a skeleton key.
Ooh.
It's supposed to get us in the stairways, so we're going to head on up and look for...
Turns out didn't need bandages.
Some
I just needed
information.
some rest.
All right.
And a song.
Your arm's back on.
Yep. What?
Yeah, what? It was... I know what you're talking about. No, most of that mess was actually part of the monster stuck on there. We got it off. She's a whole lot better. Don't worry about that.
All right, then.
Yeah, don't you need to boil more water?
Oh.
In the library. I remember that for some reason.
All right, so you all head up to the third or fourth floor.
You're just going to have like so
we'll
much
start with the
psychological damage.
Oh, third makes sense. So you are in the third floor, and you all start looking around, and you're looking around in there for hours before you're ready to give up because Bill rolled a 3 on how long this would take, and it's not on the third floor anyway.
I
You know how
remember
hard
what,
it is to turn the pages when they're wet?
Oh, yeah.
I remember the description we got
Just ruining all of the books.
Of the sword.
of the sword, Kilo's magic sword. I don't know if any of this makes any sense, but it has a few enchantments on it, and it turns into shadow when it strikes flesh, and it never has to be sharpened.
Yep.
Yep.
Adira's intelligence coming in clutch. Plus 0. Sorry,
just had to
should I
wake
make
up
a
from
roll
death.
for that?
No, you
just
got it in
knew
the
that.
notes. It makes sense. All right. So you make it up to the 4th floor, and you look around again, and just as you were about to give up, right? You guys are hungry. Did you eat Hot Pockets while you were up here just wandering around? You see other librarians, but no evokers.
Damn, but we're really low on Hot Pockets.
Yeah, we'll stick it out for now.
All right, so you guys are all getting really hungry, really exhausted.
Hangry.
A lot has gone on. Very hangry. Yeah. Adira is on the border of raging if she doesn't eat soon.
I'm about to burn this library to the ground.
And Bill, you finally come across a book. And in the book, it talks about a sword that's much like the sword that you had seen. It's a sword that, like Adira said, never needs to be sharpened, can slice through anything, and can turn into shadow or fire. The sword is called Lavatine.
Lavatine?
Yep. And it is said to belong to the god Loki.
Huh. Kilo.
What?
Does it have a description of Loki?
Kilo. Flip the letters around.
Yeah.
Loki.
Yeah, it's right there in the name. The whole time.
Description. I think.
But I thought he was a drug addict. Drug mule? He had
cursing.
drugs.
He'll think it's hilarious. Let's get him that Jester's hat.
Sure.
So all the gods of Euphrae are supposed to be dead.
Dun dun dun.
There was another book that you wanted to look for that was about the dream, I believe. You said you were going to look for a book for that.
Dream.
That's the only hint I'm going to give you if you don't remember them.
Oh my gosh, don't make me go back. It takes me forever to find these things. About a dream? Was it about the same time that we found the sword?
So you all had a dream.
okay.
You woke up. It was when you were in the camp. You were with Kilo or near Kilo. And then while you were dreaming, Bill decided to break enchantments over all your minds, and you all woke up.
Oh, I do remember that now. Yeah. That was induced by or we thought it was induced by the drugs, right? Very well now. Yeah, so I'll see if I can... Is there like a roll I would have to make to look for something on it?
Yeah, you will have to make a roll for this one.
Just another intelligence roll?
Yep.
Can I make the roll? I'm not confused.
No, because I
it's
rolled
for
a
your
10.
bardic thing anyway.
Yeah. You rolled a 10?
Yeah.
Okay. So you also, while you're reading and finding more books about Loki, you find a book that discusses a couple of gates that are supposed to be the path from Loki's kingdom to the Underrealm. So the gates traverse the in-between without danger, like a path that can be walked by the gods in the in-between.
Is that path like moonlit?
You don't know. You didn't go inside. But potentially.
I think we should pocket these books and bring them back to the general.
Can we just sign them out?
I got my library card.
I don't know about the general, but yeah, I
It's
think we
never
should
been stamped once.
probably check these books out. Yeah.
All right.
Use my library card.
Yes.
We'll go talk to Conan the librarian.
Did you say Conan the librarian?
Yes, I did.
Yes, Conan, the librarian.
He's a Kenku. It's Crowman, the librarian.
That's what he said.
Crow man.
All right. So you guys get the books.
Yes.
All right, and you go to Crowman the librarian, and he's chilling there, and he's Cacard. Need your library, Cacard.
It's like you were prepared.
I'm gonna give him Adira's library card.
Adira Glow library card.
Lilo Dallas multipass.
He takes a library card, takes a giant war hammer,
Library
and
card.
stamps the inside of the door with it. Or not the door, the inside of the book, the cover. You know, stamps it and slides it over. Stamps the next one, slides it over. And he's looking at you like, if you have any more.
I'd set a stack of books, like from the children's section.
They're all like Dr. Seuss books.
Yeah.
Which section
all
would I
wildlife.
look in to find out what's best in life?
The best things in life are free.
Yeah.
Cross your enemies.
Oh, sorry.
I've driven before you and hear the lamentation of the women.
I can't do that in a bird voice. Crush your enemies.
No, I have a like a stack of wildlife books.
All right.
Both mythological and mundane.
Okay. So he starts stamping them. It's making a loud like, as he smashes this warhammer down. Because he's
Someone who's whispering too loud.
because he
Throws a hammer out.
Cronan the Barbarian, and so he checks all your books out and
Cronan the librarian.
looks for you, and then because you checked out 10 or more books, he grabs a bead out with his beak and sets it down on the table in front of you as a gift.
It's real shiny.
It's a real shiny bead.
It's just got a jar of those, and like pieces of broken glass and a quarter. One of those colored paper clips.
Yeah.
Adira Glow library pass.
All right. Well, that was a whole and scene.
All right.
So you guys have these books now. You have this information.
Now we
the
have to
bead.
get the hell out of here without being seen. Right? Imagine.
Yeah.
We got to get in here without being seen, but we saw a couple people. They didn't seem to mind.
All we were here for was just the curse.
I feel really smart now that we're in a library.
so.
Once we leave, I'm going to feel dumb again.
I'll keep in the robes.
Pass. Adira library pass.
Library card. That's it. That's the one.
Yeah, I think we've done what we came for here, right? So,
Off to the prison?
off to the prison. Let's
All right.
go.
Which means you're off to the docks.
Yeah, let's go get Percy and see what's the way to get to the docks.
I thought the boats at the port were already all demolished.
Many of them are. Yep.
Okay.
Well, now that we're
Most of it.
disguised as librarians, can't we just go topside?
Oh yeah,
Multi-pass.
probably, maybe. I don't know. Maybe there's like curfews, occupied city and whatnot.
Ask Abigail.
Yeah.
She left.
Oh, of
You
course
guys
you
told her to leave.
Okay.
We have a habit
Or
of just
go home
telling people to
sick.
leave.
Yeah.
Well,
Percy, what do you think?
I don't know. I wasn't here when they took over the city, but it wouldn't hurt to try.
Might,
It might hurt to try.
but let's do it anyway.
Percy also doesn't have a disguise.
We're gonna take the surface streets because I'm not climbing back in that sewer.
I agree with you. One moment, I'll go get a disguise.
Perfect. Should
Will you be here when I get back?
Yep. And
probably.
I'll sit down like crisscross applesauce and start looking through a picture book.
I'm gonna take some time actually, and can I take some time to prepare spells?
If you do, you're going to need to eat and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Adira might actually murder someone.
Yeah. Percy,
Yeah.
while you're getting changed, think about a good place we can get some chow and maybe rest a few.
All right.
All right.
We can go to my house.
3 hots and a cot in prison.
All right. I'll be back with a bathrobe. So he leaves to go get his robe. Are you guys doing anything while he's gone, or are you just going to read the stuff and prep? Okay.
I'm looking for ideas.
All right. So he comes back after a short time wearing a robe, and he ushers you guys to follow him back down the stairs, but you don't go out of the way of the basement. You just go to the main floor, and you walk out into the town.
The city.
You make your way through the town. It is an occupied city, as you can tell. There are a lot of soldiers going through the area, but you notice there are a lot of civilians still inside working and doing things. No one's really milling about or doing small talk or chit-chatting. People aren't like walking together having a good time. Everyone seems to be walking somewhere with a purpose or trying to get into whatever house or business or whatever they're doing. You do see up ahead there are a couple points where there are checkpoints where guards appear to be questioning people that are walking through with any kind of wagons or stuff. You also see that the evokers appear to be, well, not the evokers, but the soldiers appear to be harassing some of the people, charging them money, taking goods from them. You know, you see a woman with some apples, and then a female guard challenges her and takes away her apples and gives her, uses her knife to cut one of the apples in half and gives the lady a half an apple and send her on her way, right? So the guards are just being guards in an occupied city.
All guards are bastards.
All guards are bastards. So Percy notes that you are going to have to pass through one of these checkpoints to get to his house, but he's just 2 blocks past the checkpoint. He says, it would be a long route away, and you'd probably have to go through a different checkpoint, at some point. So his suggestion is just that you go through that. But he's like, do we have a story that we want to give them as we go through as to what we're doing?
No, we're having a copy party, right? For these books.
Oh, right.
That's why we got all these books, and we're all librarians.
And the blank books where we're copying them are at my house.
Yeah, that's where we're going to copy them, yep.
I like that thought process. All right. I'll let you talk to them and we get closer. I'll stand with Uorag.
Excellent.
Ready, Uorag?
Yep.
Alright. So he'll follow you guys as you go.
I'll tell Percy if things go sideways, you might want to step back.
Okay, I'll step any way you want. Except up.
Right.
I don't have that power.
Not yet.
Alright, so you make it over to the checkpoint. There's some guards there, and the one female guard that was mean, she's like, hey, what are you guys doing through here?
But we have to go this way to get to his house and copy these.
You're copying those?
Yeah, why do you think we're carrying them?
And they're books?
They're gonna be toilet paper later. That's why we're copying them.
Don't be smart just because I don't know how to read.
I didn't know you didn't know. That's why we're copying them. There's shortages all over the city because you guys harassing everyone.
Wow, if
So
you
we
want
gotta copy books so the old books can be toilet paper. It's your fault. Now you won't even let us copy them. What are you gonna wipe with?
give me one of those.
She takes
We
one of the
gotta
books.
copy it.
Takes one of them and starts flipping through it like she knows what she's doing, and she rips a page out of the middle.
Speaking of toilet paper,
And then she shoves the book back into your chest.
try and remember what it says when you do your copying.
No.
Okay? And fuck off.
Now then fuck off.
He will fuck off. Off he will fuck.
Hope I didn't need those pages.
Adira Glow, library card.
Good.
Nothing.
Oh.
I'm gonna walk through waving a trail of
Well,
water.
as they go through, I'll approach the lady. Excuse me.
Yeah, what?
I would like to trade with you.
Trade what with me?
I have this book. You said you don't read very well. I don't either. These have lots of pictures, but I think my friend needs the words on that page. I'll trade you this whole book for that one page.
Oh, let me see.
So she grabs it and she starts looking through it. And she makes some shitty looking faces, but then she likes a couple pictures, like one with a panda and, one with an owl bear holding a squeaky toy.
Yeah, just looking over. I like that one too.
Oh, all right. Here you go. You can have the pages back. I didn't really want to wipe my ass with that hard stuff anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah, move along.
Have a nice night.
Once I get to my break time, I'll have a nice night.
She doesn't know how to use the shells.
Catch up to Eddie. Here, Eddie, I got that page for you.
You're the best, Uorag. That's impressive. I was just going to try to do without.
And Bill, it is still raining on you as you walk.
Sure is. Just head down. Nope, nothing.
Don't
just
mind.
holding my cloak very close.
Don't mind him. He's got issues.
I'm just gonna be try and make people.
He's got a prescription for that hat. He's got dry skin. Doctor prescribed that hat.
Don't mind me. It's just a mild case of the plague.
He's also got the play hat. So maybe just mask up.
Okay, so you guys are walking, and Percy takes you to his house. You get there, and he walks you inside. I don't really have a whole lot of food to eat, but I could make us a stew.
Stew sounds great.
I've got roots like carrots and potatoes. I have a squash that we could put in it.
Perfect. Any other roots like garlic or onions?
I have garlic and onions.
Oh, yeah.
I have
Turnips.
dried out peppers like jalapenos and habaneros.
Percy, you're A-okay.
I'll get to cooking.
Probably should put Bill in the tub
Put
or
it in a
whatever.
pot
So he
and
doesn't
stir it.
flood his house.
I'm going to use your study.
bathroom?
Right. He does have a nice study. It's, yeah.
I didn't even think he really had a study. I was just going to sit on the couch. All right, yeah. I'm going to get my spell book out and prepare some spells.
Bill, while everybody's getting their stuff around and you're soaking wet, and I assume you're like trying to figure out what to do with your clothes and going through your stuff and trying to find a way to organize your pack so you're not getting everything all wet all the time, you realize that a lot, like a good chunk of your little castanets, your little mini symbols, were stolen while you were walking here. None of you noticed. And you have 4 left.
Somebody stole my shit. Hey, Eddie, did you steal my shit?
I didn't steal your shit. What I'm going to do with your shit?
I don't know. Probably trying to stop me from making my beautiful art. Never believed in me. Thinking back, could I think of anywhere that was I in close proximity with anybody that I remember?
There were quite a few people that you were in close proximity with at the checkpoint.
So it was basically just at the checkpoint that I was close to people.
Yep. There were some children running around.
Wait a minute.
And you all paid no heed to them because they rolled an 11 to pickpocket you.
Oh, I don't know.
What children?
Somebody stole my stuff. I think it had to have happened around the checkpoint, so it's either the guards or the kids.
The checkpoint?
Yeah.
I didn't see the chicks.
Those orphans.
They stole some gold too, but with as much as you have, it was a trivial amount. It was like 12 gold.
Put it in the tally.
Adira noticed. Those little bastards!
Yeah, they stole all my throwing symbols. Oh, half of my throwing symbols. Okay, well, that's that. I'm not going to go back out there in my wrong uniform. And my rainy hat.
You can ask Percy where you could possibly get more.
The last time I asked Percy for something, he prayed for me real slow to my face, and then nothing happened, so...
But he tried.
He did his best, okay?
And we did get to the library.
He's one of the top decursors.
I got to use my library card thanks to Percy.
He looked me in my eyes and said thoughts and prayers. Absolutely not.
Let him try again tomorrow.
All right,
He's
so
not a meteorologist.
So Percy makes dinner for all of you. He brings it out and delivers you all a bowl of his finest Percy stew. And he recommends that you all call it a night and says, if whatever you guys want to do, if you want to leave in the morning, if you want to leave in the middle of the night, they can. His house is not too far from the docks.
Yeah, I say we leave in the morning, but like early in the morning. Not early in the morning.
Early in the morning, like 10:30, maybe 11.
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to sleep while I'm wet.
Oh, it does not stop.
No. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to set up a bed that's at like a reversing,
You can,
like a decline.
you can have the bathtub.
A decline, so that my feet are up and my head's down towards a tub or a bucket or something.
Just sleep in the bathtub. It's got a drain.
It's going to turn into a giant sponge and spoon you all night.
So romantic.
It's okay, I got you, bro.
Only until you have a nightmare and accidentally turn into a giant toad.
Well, until he squeezes and then...
Give him hallucinogenic.
I like how I'm getting made fun of. I'm the only one not covered in actual refuge, all right? Shut up.
Oh yeah, you all probably need baths and stuff.
Yeah.
No. The bathtub's mine now.
Oh, that's fine.
You shower
I'm
in
still
your
taking
fucking
a
bed.
bath.
How about that?
You know what?
Another reason to spoon with Bill.
I pressed to digitate all of us. I just press to digitate me and then I forget the spell.
You're so suspicious.
All right, here's a good spot to take a break.
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.